My name is Mila Reuelu-Buchanan. I play for the Robinhood Stars Netball team. My mother is Cook Island Māori, so Ngāti Porou and Aitutaki. My dad is Samoan Tokoloan, so Atahu and Savai'i, so Tupaitia. Since making the Silver Ferns and obviously having the opportunity to go to the quad series, it's definitely given me the confidence to really aim high. I think as well I sort of, not doubted myself, but I guess, you know, when you're not in that environment, you never know where you stand. So it was amazing being able to put on that black dress, and I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Getting into netball, well, I had no choice. I had to play sport growing up, and I think, for me, it kept me grounded. I met most of my friends, my best friends, through netball. Mum and Dad never ever pressured me to play netball, and they always said, you know, if you're going to take it seriously, we'll be here to back you, and if you don't, then it's all good. You do what makes you happy. The most important thing about it is it was my sort of outlet to just let my head down, to be involved and surrounded by my family. It also sort of linked me to my culture as well. Was able to represent the Tokoloan Sharks, the Mahutanga Tupulanga, able to play for the Cook Islands, and on my Māori side, I played for Ikarua ki te Tonga, so that was pretty special. So I was able to really learn about my culture too, which I think is quite special for me. So outside of netball, well, I think the first thing for me, and probably one of my proudest achievements, is actually graduating a Bachelor of Social Work. I think for me, growing up in Porirua, surrounded by my Pacific, brothers and sisters, it was always my goal to really help in any way that I could within the community. Whether that be doing, voluntary work or offering up my services within sport. So being able to sort of have somewhat a profile, I'm able to really advocate for our people, and so I think that was one of the biggest reasons why I went into social work. Haven't had a lot of experience behind it. I was able to have my placement with Whangaia Ngā Pāharekeke, which is the family harm intervention team with the police, and it was a massive eye-opener for me. And so I've been lucky enough to been given that role again after the season, so I'll start working there. And so I guess outside of that, my hobbies, is fashion. So love playing a little dress up, love looking different to everyone else. And I started a keke rentals where I, sort of offer, cheaper or affordable garments to rent out to people of all sizes, which is one of the biggest things that we wanted to ensure that we have. Well, I think for the Robinhood Stars, we have made it a priority to celebrate our cultures. How can we not? We have such a diverse netball team and a group of girls, and we all bring our values and those strengths that come from our cultures. And so we have Amorangi Malesala, who really drives the culture within our team, and myself, of course. And so it's been awesome to really be able to acknowledge that, because it's so important and it's our identity. One piece of advice, I think the biggest advice that I've taken away from my mum and dad in particular, never forget who you are, always stay grounded and stay humble. Humble to an extent, you celebrate those small wins, absolutely, and I think that we can all be better at that. But always know where you are and where you come from, and ensuring that you are acknowledging your whānau, your whakapapa, your community.